public safety. Joining us this morning is Otumba Muiwa Ogunlaja. He's a policy development analyst. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you, my dear. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to our viewers at home.
Even though street begging has been banned in Lagos State, why does it remain the same thing?
Thank you. I would like to say that I don't want to go to the reason for its continuous stay without letting people know what exactly is street begging.
What the situation is.
Very good. Street begging, as we are all aware, is that menace, that social issue, that anti-social activity that has eaten deep into the fabrics of the Lagos of the state. It has gone beyond social political measures to religious, to educational, even to cultural. In some parts of the state, at the moment you have a set of twins, you have to dance them and go to the market dance and beg for money. And if you don't do that, they believe that the twins will die. And no mother wants to lose a set of twins. So mother has to go to the market and start begging. Equally get a professional drummer who would do that and start begging. And some others see it as a way of moving nearer God, especially those from the other part of the country. They believe that if you go on arms, definitely you will see the mercy of God. For so many reasons, and some other because of their illiteracy, or because of some circumstances. If you suddenly lose your parents, no one to take care of you, you have to survive. And those who cannot afford the skyrocketing rents in Lagos State, you have to survive. So these are the reasons for that.
What about what role does poverty play in all
definitely yes, it does. And because of the poverty level in the state and the flourishing nature of the Lagos economy, everybody wants to come to Lagos. Even beggars want to come to Lagos. Graduates want to come to Lagos. Idiots equally want to come to Lagos in court. So because of that, it seems it's becoming a problem now for Lagos to flourish, because everybody wants to have a taste of the iceberg, not knowing what has gone into it before the state could be what it is now. So that has assisted. Then Nigerians are too kind in court. Many Nigerians believe that, especially those who are too religious inclined, they believe that if you give alms to the poor, the doors of heaven will open for you, and your blessings will be numerous or countable. Whereas your blessings is the outcome of your hard work. It's not the alms you are giving to the poor. And because of this, they always want to give alms to the poor. Some actually will get the money and use the money as massaging tool. They massage the entire body and see all the negatives they don't want and give to the poor. Do like this, hey, let it go. That's a business. If you have about 1 million, come and do it and bring it to me. I'll help you spend the money, no problem. See, there's nothing like that, and because of that, you find that it's evolving. And to now, what's in the matter? It has become what I call a business venture that has businessmen who are shareholders. They will send these people out to the extent that they give them POS machines now. Imagine beggars saying that if you say, I have no change, don't worry, you can do transfer.
The one I saw is that I saw a beggar holding like a cardboard. He has money point.
Yes.
He has account number.
You see?
Wow. Yes. And you put it right in front of
you.
Of your car.
If you want to do transfer, you do.
So if you know you can do transfer, and street begging as now, it's no longer limited to just the juvenile or the elderly. Equally women now. Some pretty ladies do street begging. They just say, where do I meet you? Give me this. What is that? It's still the same street begging. So it's because of all these shortcomings. And I want to say that, unfortunately, it's an indictment of the government. That's the truth. It could be hard, it could be bitter, but it's an indictment of the government. It shows that the government is not doing enough. But thank God, government has woken up from its slumber to the extent that a committee is now in place from the Ministry of Youth and Social Development in collaboration with Lagos State Task Force on environmental and environmental services and protection services. And they are now taking the bull by the horns. They are beginning to curtail they are beginning to arrest, they are beginning to question people. But it has to be more than that.
Taking it from
It has to be more than
taking it further to being more than that.
Yeah.
And some have argued that the giving of arms on streets are part of the factors that are sustaining street begging. And
Yeah.
so government has woken up, as you have said,
Yeah.
and about last month in December, some beggars were arrested, you know. And again, so that's enforcement in action. But should the enforcement just end with arresting these beggars? You think there should be something done to people who constantly give?
Yeah. Enforcement has to be two ways. I have not seen a coin with only one side. I have not seen a coin with only one side. There are only two sides of the coin. So government is just looking at one side of the coin now. The other side is those who give them the money. But that has to do with enlightenment, publicity. Let the people know that government is not against you assisting the poor or assisting the needy or assisting beggars, but do so through that means. Let there be a kind of public account that people can pay their alms into. Let there be a kind of center where you can take your old clothing to. So from there they go and get and give to these beggars. The moment they know that any assistance has to be regulated, it has to be institutionalized, they will leave the streets, knowing full well that they will not get this assistance if they are on the streets. Only those who are at recognized homes, centers, will be attended to. So it will take them off. And it will only enable those who believe they must always give arms opportunity to do so. So government must go do this sensitization. Let there be a dedicated account, known to everybody, just for the beggars. Let there be centers where you can take your used clothing to, your used pairs of shoes, whatever you want to give to the poor, take them there. If you want to do donation, do it to the account. And let, from this account, let government have officers who are kind-hearted, who are going to be very trustworthy and very sincere, and distribute these items or this money to gifts to the centers where these people are being kept.
Okay. Earlier on, we talked about poverty, and I still want to stress that because we've seen different types of begging, even while walking on the street. A well-dressed person will come to you and beg for money. I still want us to understand, the issue of poverty in all of this. To what extent does poverty play a role in begging?
To a very large extent, poverty plays a very prominent role. But I want you to differentiate between poverty and laziness. Okay. There's poverty, there's laziness.
Okay.
Poverty is the inability to get what you want, you being ready to work for it. You are ready to work for it, but you are not able to get it. You could not be employed, and you don't have the means, the wherewithal to meet your necessary obligations, to meet the basic needs of life, the Maslow theory of basic needs.
Okay.
But laziness is where a elderly man, ill and healthy, who is not ready to work, but speaks good English, dresses very well, and come and meet you. Oh, excuse me, I've just lost my bag, I just met my parents, they just stole my phone, about $10,000 from you. Okay, you're paying, my children are out of school. The way they speak, you will think that they're in London or they're in and they're begging. That's laziness. And equally, for the ladies now who have joined them, that one, they go to what I'll call derogatory prostitution. Derogatory. Theirs will be just knock me, 10,000, knock me, 10,000, knock me. It's just begging too. When they get start saying knock me, 10,000, sorry for the language, what are you saying? Is that poverty? That's laziness. Or long truth. Because these are ladies, when you see them, you actually, as young men, you'll be scared to discuss with them because of their standard. The standard that they maintain on the campuses, in schools, which are fake standard. And for this standard to be sustained, there must be regular source of money, which their parents cannot afford. So they go into this. So if there is street begging, it's only because of the abject poverty that you and I know. The abject poverty, your inability to feed yourself, to clothe yourself, to shelter yourself. Those ones are there. So those who are very lazy, and to those who want to live that fake life and maintain that standard.
Okay.
So it is the totality of all this that has fueled that has ignited the fire of begging, and that's why it's always in flames. Always in flames.
Still talking about how to combat this menace, if I may put it that way.
Yeah.
The state government is doing all that they can, but what are the roles of the local government? Because again, these beggars are within the local government, and what do you expect the local government to do to also help the state government in pushing this forward?
Well, under normal circumstances, I will agree with you that local governments have a role to play. But consider the present situation, where local governments do not have direct allocation of their funds, where the funds are already tampered with, have been sliced, have been operated upon before they get to local government. The little that get to them, they use to service their workers. As I said, there's hardly anything left for them to use to take care of this kind of a thing, which should be their major concern. Aside from that, those who have something left, who have crumbles, will not give the crumbles to these people. Rather, they pocket them. So, because want to live this life that I'm the chairman of local government, I'm a councillor, and I have to live big. Aside from that, if they have access to their money directly, then it behoves on every local government to ensure that destitutes, beggars are off the streets and are properly taken care of. How would they do that? It's simple. Get them. In getting beggars, treat them as human beings, please. At times I don't like the way they are treated. They just push them into the black market. No, they are human beings. So they are only unfortunate or they are lazy. Something must be responsible for that. So treat them as human beings. Do profiling. Do thorough profiling. Listen to their names. Let's get their names. Get the educational standard. Get their states. What is the problem? Those who can be trained, send them to vocational centers. Those who can be housed, send them to old people's home or Majidu. There's even a colony in Bitweta, Beggars Colony. An old secondary school building was taken aside then during Colonel Bambawa's regime. So do that. For those who are just roaming, get their states and take them back to their states. Replicate what Governor Fashola did during his time. Those who could not be properly trained, he got them together, gave them transfer fare, packed them, and moved them to their state, back to their states. Let it become back to the sender. So they leave the place and give us peace in Lagos State.
Okay. Okay. I like the fact that you took us down memory lane to former Governor Fashola. Other interventions by successive governors were also had to do with establishment of rehabilitation centers, which you've also mentioned. Task force operations, which you've also mentioned. The interstate repatriation, and of course public enlightenment campaigns. Where did I haven't done all of this, okay, by successive government. Where do you think all these previous interventions, where did it fall short? Because it doesn't show that, all those interventions worked in the past.
There is this misconception that most state governments have good starting, but they hardly end very well. Actually, the balance is for the entire country, Nigeria. Even in our football matches, we will have good starting. After the first half, second half, it will start to fumble. Just as good marriages have good starting. After 3-4 years of marriage, ask questions. Only the grace of God will sustain some people. That grace of God has sustained me anyway for more than 45 years of marriage. So, thank you, my dear. So that just. But the point has to be. The point I want to emphasize is that it is lack of continuity. Let me tell you the truth. Lack of continuity. When Fashola started that, when AAA came on board, I expected a continuation of profiling, getting those who could be trained, others send them back to their states. But AAA was more of a Marxist governor and wanted to be very popular. As I said, it didn't follow up, and that dropped standard. Even when Fashola started his own, He too did not continue from where his predecessors left. When Baba Mawa was there, he got them together. He called them good boys. And he started bakery. And then we are all eating bakery of good boys. Their bread. Well-baked bread. But as soon as Marawa left, they all left the settlement. Even the merchants bought in stuff for the bakery were allowed to rot away. So when Fashola came, he introduced his own, which led to the sent back to sender syndrome. So other governors came, started different things. So it is this lack of continuity. I want to do mine. I want to have my own name on the plaque that commissioned by, projected by, introduced by, courtesy of. It's not that. Governance should not be personified. Governance is making the people feel that someone is in power. Give them the necessities of life. Let them talk for long. Nobody, okay. I will continue to talk about Shifa Befewolo now because I had opportunity of free primary education. It's not through the plaques, but through what he did. I will continue to talk about Governor Jakonde because of the 3-bedroom flat I got somewhere when he was building mass houses. This is what has been of impactful government. It's not when your name is on the plaque. So let there be continuity. So if there's continuity, we will have gone so far to the extent that hardly will have seen beggars on the streets. But more importantly, let other states equally wake up. Let them develop other states, their states too, so that Lagos State will not be the receiving end of all this. If other states are as well developed as Lagos, perhaps some of these people will find their ways to these places and not only come to Lagos, which has led to people becoming disinterested. Many investors are not scared of coming to Lagos.
Because of beggars?
Many tourists are scared of coming to Lagos.
Because of beggars?
Because of beggars. At times when you don't give them money, they threaten you, especially along the Lekki corridor.
That's
truth.
Leading to my next
They
question.
threaten you.
Let's talk about the security aspect of this. Now, authorities have linked street begging to organized criminal syndicates and all. And so my question was, how serious is this threat to public safety? So just go ahead.
It is. So it is. It's a threat to public safety. It is. And they now have what is called community. What do I mean by that? When they want to come and beg, they don't come alone. No. They come in 4, 5, 6. At times when you don't want to give them money, you want to give them backward.
So begging,
because
this begging thing has become organized, like a syndicate.
I told you that there is
syndicate driven.
I told you that they have shareholders. They have Baba Saleh. If beggars could be going up with POS machines, somebody must stand before they can release that now. You are a Nigerian.
So it's a big business.
It's a big business now. And that's why to get it, have it uprooted, a lot of jobs have to be done. Government must step on toes. So we must be made to face the music, or else to just be a flash in the fry pan. It has to be deep, and for it to be deep, you must step on toes. So because the security precaution is actually what scares me now. Because if you're alone in the car, especially if you're alone in the car, and there is any small or just disturbance on the road, and your car is not moving, and when they come in their droves, you'll be forced to give them money.
They even harass.
They harass you. And when they don't give them money, they bang your car. They bang the body of the car. Some will actually do like this. They want to clean the windscreen, which is not dirty. Some want to wash your car, which is not dirty. And when they do this, they follow the whole life Russia now. Who asked you to do it for me? So they want to get money in return. And where you don't, let God not be on your side that day. As you're moving, let there be a breakdown of your car. Then you are in trouble. You will not pay for more than the arms you ought to have given. So the point is that government must take it very seriously. It is posing a threat. People can no longer move freely, and it scares all these foreigners. I saw a white man one day who was accosted. He was scared to his spine. When he came out, it was feeling so fidgety. And he could not even express himself. Or people came around him and gave him succor. And before he got himself together, and the police had to assist him to drive the car to that place. How many would the police be able to assist? How many policemen do you have, Akbar?
Okay, let's talk about traffic management while we're talking security. How does street begging now also affect traffic management here in Lagos?
It affects traffic management. It affects good roads. Anytime government tries to mend roads, the following week, that particular portion where there is heavy traffic will be deliberately dogged by these beggars because you have to slow down to give them money. So they deliberately have the potholes to slow down traffic, to ensure that there is congestion, to ensure that there is slow movement, so that they can be attended to. Nobody will give anybody arms. If you are just cruising through, if you're on a 60 or a 70, you can do that, can't do the harms given. So because of that, they will definitely slow down the traffic. Most of the slow movement that you have on roads are not because traffic officers are not there. They are because they are deliberate hindrances put in place. They are deliberate cogs in the way of progress put in place by these people so that their businesses could thrive.
So do we agree now that this street begging is a failure of social welfare or law enforcement?
I just said it is an indictment of the governance in the state.
How?
And that's because the government has not done enough. Number one, if the government has done enough, where are government officers? Why wouldn't they see that a particular place has been dug overnight and the following morning what should be done? Have it repaired. That's number one. Number two, why can't you have camera there and there? You see those digging, get one or two arrested and let it be known to everybody that so people were caught digging, they arrested, and this has happened to them. It will serve as a deterrent.
Okay.
Number three, some of our traffic officers who should assist in free movement of traffic equally collude with these people. They do. They will deliberately slow down traffic again because at the end of the day, they have their own percentage. So we have a lot. Government has a lot to do, but more importantly, enlightenment. Let everybody be made to understand that governance is everybody's duty. Not only duty of the governor, deputy governor, or those in power. Everybody's duty. And let those in power equally show that they are concerned about people. When I can excuse the governor, I can excuse the deputy governor, I cannot excuse another person. When you want to move from your place to your house and there is siren blowing up and down, traffic is cleared, I just drive them, boom, boom. You will think that is the way it used to be for everybody. But that's not the way. Let them pass through the corridors of Lekki. Let them pass through the Odopo, Odiolowo to Moshalashi. Let them go through the troubles of Mile 12, Mile 2. Let them come to Agege and go through Agoda Bridge and know what is happening. Then they will know that, yes, these beggars are causing a lot. So because they are not accosted, nobody will come near them. The security personnel will not allow people to come near them unless when they alight from their cars or when they want to do public political campaign. And at that time they will need the beggars. They want to show that they are magnanimous. Hey, where are the beggars here? Come. Beggars who are poverty stricken, those who are lazy, those who want to make noise, they are beggars. People those dancing for them. But under normal circumstances, why should we be dancing for your colleagues when you should be at the place of work? If you are not a beggar. Those ones are corporate beggars too. And that's what they want. So let people wake up. Let those in government wake up so that we should not pauperize our people. We should not say because of the advantage you have, take that advantage and make them feel that until they see us, they cannot have 3 square meters per day.
Okay. I want to talk about the Lagos. Sorry, Joy. I want to talk about the Lagos State Child Rights Law of 2015.
Yes.
And it says, if domesticated and enforced in the state, criminalizes abuse, exploitation, and use of children in harmful street practices. Violations, e.g. using children to beg, can lead to prosecution and removal of children to welfare facilities. The law has been made, but these things we still see. And you said it earlier that, so some kind of beliefs, you have to go to the street to dance and beg, with your children. Now, the laws have been made. So how can the laws now be more enforced? Or do we think that these laws should be reviewed? What's practical solution can now work? Because the laws are there. Like somebody said, I was having this conversation with someone one day, and someone said, look, there is law for everything in Lagos.
You are right.
That there is law for everything in Lagos.
That colleague of yours got it all. You don't need any new set of laws. It's just implementation. Enforcement is a matter of commitment. Most of our law enforcement agents, are they really committed? Do they enforce to the letter, or they enforce because they have a personal ambition to meet? Let's have it this way. Do you know that the same high officer who will take the pepper tray or that pepper seller and put it in the Black Maria, plus the woman will see another person selling suya or selling what I call smoked fish, and not do anything, and just say, get away, go, and pack those ones and put them somewhere else. Because those ones are going to be what? Useful later. If they are arrested, they will make noise about their goods. If they have to go, they go and prepare a new set against tomorrow. But the pepper woman who has nobody to take care of will be arrested. Enforcement. Why don't you do to A what you have done to B? That's number one. Number two, some of them are too. They are too sensitive to feelings. Laws have to be applied without any bias. That's why at times when I see people on the social media say that this is law, the judge has done this, just laugh. It is not your personal interest that determines the outcome of the case. It is evidence before the trying judge. That's it. So what I'm saying is that when you see a mother who has triplets and says that I've been asked that this triplet must not die, I have to go to the marketplace, I have to go and dance. Who said they will die? Pick the triplets and the mother and take them to do. And take them to.
We will have those who are not even dancing that will sit back and push their children.
Yes, and those ones they call them frontal attack. Frontal attack means they will be the backbone. They are the general at the back. They will now use this as pawns, as if they are playing chess on the chessboard, and ask them to go. And you now start seeing them. Daddy give me money, daddy give me money, daddy welcome, daddy give me money, daddy. And I don't mind they have any that money given to them. They run back to the main man or main woman, drop it and come back. Drop it and come back. And they do one thing. They give those children commission. The more money you bring, the more your commission is. And because those children are aware of that, they want to get more. They run back, not even minding crossing the main road, not minding the accident that could happen. Many of them have lost their lives. Many have become lame and because of this nefarious activity. So government really must sit up. Thank God government is doing that now. But it's more than this cosmetic measure. As far as I'm concerned, this one is just cosmetic. This one is just like the moment there is any heavy rainfall, it will be washed off. I shall see the actual face of the pretty woman. So government must go beyond these cosmetic measures and do a lot that will assist. A lot of enlightenment, very important. Set up public assistance centers. Let everybody be at least 2 per local government.
Like rehabilitation centers where they can.
Yes, go. Then where they can submit items. Then have specialized account numbers given to the people. If you want to give any help, take to this account. And then publicly show how the money has been distributed. When people know that when they give money there, it will be used, they will do. But when it's something there, you will not know what happened at the end of the day. Nobody wants to do you are not to Koje.
Okay.
So that's just it.
Right. Just to support the efforts of government. Now, what are the roles of the religious bodies? Because again, these people have centers where they go to for worship, and of course the NGOs as well. How can they also help to support efforts of government?
Thank you. Religious bodies may not be ready to support government in this sense.
Why is
Because
that?
there are biblical extracts, and there are extracts from the Quran that justify alms giving.
Alms giving is different from begging.
No, you are right.
It is.
No, I agree with you.
It is.
Because of your level of education.
Oh, okay.
I'm telling you that.
Knowledge.
Because of your knowledge. And no, not even knowledge, because of your exposure. There are some as knowledgeable as you are that belong to that school of thought. That anything I must give harm to, I cannot beg. I know of someone on Fridays, if he does not give her that Friday, you think that he will die. And to me, I'm beginning to suspect him. I won't say anything. But every Friday, it's about 10,000 naira will change. I must give him. I must give you. Why don't you take this together? Go to anybody else home and say, people, okay, use this to assist. But I will not do that. I'll have to be the person doing it. And I've seen many others who will have the money and stay almost naked, clean their body from the head down before they go and give the money out. With a lot of prayers on the money. And they'll go. So can you tell those people that they should put it in the bank account? They will not want to do that. So what I'm saying is that, but if there's enlightenment, then that's where the religious bodies must come in. Let the religious leaders tell their followers, their adherents, that it is not necessary for you to give the money directly. That it is the motive behind it that God wants. You have given the alms, okay, give it. Let it be done by those who are in charge, so they know exactly where to take them to. That is where the religious bodies will assist. But for them to preach against that, they will not. But if they inform their people, pay your alms, submit here, we will get it to where it should be. And that is done. And let there be feedback. Let people see. Let them see. Let them hear that the money has been so spent. Let those who are giving the money, college shout, yes, I've been giving money, they give us 200 per day. They can do, it will be an inspiration. Then for NGOs can do it a lot. And many NGOs are actually doing it. If NGOs are properly allowed, properly equipped, and given the necessary or given the wherewithal, they can go to the nooks and crannies of the state and start sensitizing people, especially areas where you cannot give alms, so that they will know. Even the beggars can be brought together and be properly enlightened, informed. If getting money is your problem, and government says every Friday, come to this point, you have money. Come to this point every day, you have your basic food, at least a meal per day. Come to this place, go to the place, you go and change your clothing, do fairly used. Nobody wants to stay on the streets.
But even with that, I see it as making begging becoming a generational thing, as in continuing. You know, there are some people who, from a particular part of the country, who believe that, you know, begging is a profession and should continue from generation to another generation.
That is the essence of the Enlightenment.
So when you say that, government should provide a place for them, and it's like encouraging making begging a generational thing.
No, I said it is after the Enlightenment that all this will come. Okay. Do you know that in some in other climes, there are places where you go to collect your 3 square meal?
Yes.
But how many people want to go there?
Shame will not allow them.
That's what I'm saying now. Because the entire society knows that it's only meant for those who cannot afford it. Beggars, deadwoods of the society. They don't want to go. Even there are hostels for them. There are homes for the destitutes. You can sleep there. How many want to go and sleep there? So because that society is aware, they have been informed. They know those who should go there. So if you should not go there, if you should not be there, you are there. They see you as an outcast. You are now denigrated. You are now seen as not being good enough to assist. So let that be done in Nigeria too. A lot of enlightenment. Then after that, those who don't find themselves there, after all that they should have done, and look, because let me tell you the truth, there are some people that they have to beg there are some. You cannot imagine someone who is an amputee. Where would you get the job to do? He has to beg. If he stays somewhere and without government coming to assist, he would die of anger. But if he's good, if he's sent to a colony of beggars, where he knows that he will at least take 2 square meals per day, his clothing will be changed for him, there will be medical for him, he can get pittance every day, he will stay there. That will not make him a professional beggar. It is the situation that has made him to be that situation.
Still talking about factors that, and time is running, still talking about factors that are also aiding the increase of beggars on the street. Let's talk about the security issues in the country, especially in the northern part of the state, where people are displaced, people are running away from their homes for their lives, and which has also caused or increased migration into Lagos, and how this is also impacting street begging.
Well, there is no disputing the fact that the moment you get to Lagos, the next for you to want to survive. And for you to survive, you have to get money. For you to get money, it's either you work hard or you beg. Unfortunately, or fortunately, when they start to begging, the first day is always very, very lucrative. And because of that first day impression, that so this could be lucrative, they now see it as an option, not to want to work again. And Nigerians, especially Lagosians, are very kind. I must tell you the truth. We have milk of kindness flowing in us. They just want to give, especially when you pretend. I have seen a beggar, most of us would have heard this story, a beggar who was always crawling on the main road of Surulere, until one day a trailer was about to crush him, and he stood up and he ran.
Miracle happened.
And a miracle happened. But up to that day, nobody knew that he could be up. He always been like this, like a serpent. But when that fella almost crushed him, ran, he stood up.
That's the end of the business.
End of the business.
In that area.
At least for now. Until most started. So the point that is what I'm saying that some, when they do that kind of thing and they escape, I've only heard about a story of a beggar in Lagos who came to Lagos after making money, went to his hometown to build, and he said a kogo. He put on the building in his hometown that a kogo, meaning Lagosians are, I don't want to say it.
Don't say it, sir.
Because it's annoying. Not because you work on their emotions. They wanted to assist you. Not knowing that you are doing that for business. And you had to go to Ghana all this morning, go back to your hometown, you rent a building, and they put there that the Lagosians are dash. I don't say it. Look at that. So would you tell that kind of person to go and work? You don't want to. So because of this first time impression, what they get. But I know that if a lot of enlightenment is done, there's somebody who don't want to hold his head high. We are all human beings. And the first thing as human being is dignity. The moment that is instilled in us, you want to make sure that there's dignity in labor. Dignity in whatever you do. Don't say because you want to live good and therefore throw your dignity away or into the dustbin. Because one day you will need it. How do you not dust it? No matter the number of cleaning and polishing, it is still there. So that is important.
Okay, just before we go, should street begging now be classified or seen as modern day slavery or something?
It's not modern day slavery. I will call it as modern day fast one.
Modern day
fast one.
Fast one.
Yes, fast business. Modern day fast business.
Okay, fast business.
Like all this MMB blah 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 blah. That's it. It's very fast business. Before you say it, I know many beggars that ride cars. So that ride cars. I'm telling you, beggars. When those who are working 30 days of the week of the month, many 35 years after service, the best they could afford is to buy an Okada. So they have seen that as a way of making money, especially now that it has been institutionalized. They have backmen in quote. They have leaders who are there, who will provide for them POS machines, who help them to run the business, who will enjoy from the peanuts they bring together. To you, it is peanuts, but by the time they now have a collation of the peanuts from the different centers, you will now know that even NURS and Nigerian Union of Road Transport Workers are not paying anything. where when they bring their own together. So the point is that government must take the bull by the horns. A lot has to be done. It has to be more than this cosmetic measure. It is more than that. It is more than that. You must step on toes. You must step on toes. You must pluck some eyes, Papa, so that you can get the result achieved, and then bring sanity back to Lagos. That Lagos that we all love to have. We have foreigners who feel free to move. We have tourists who want to come. We have investors who be free. Where you want to move freely without anybody harassing you. And where you think that if you want to give anything out, it's out of your own volition, not because you have been cajoled into giving it out. Oh, that's important.
Insightful conversation we've had here. Street begging, combating street begging goes beyond clearing of roads, but it touches on public safety, human dignity. That's one thing that our guests have stressed. Of course, child protection and social responsibility. And he has said government must step up. But again, each and every one of us have a role to play in supporting the efforts of government. We must thank you, Otumba Muyiwa Ogunlaja, for sharing insight on this topic, combating street begging in Lagos. The conversation continues shortly. Stay with us.